Well, welcome back to another episode of Buffalo Happy Hour. Mike, what's up?
Oh, Derek, we got a good one.
Yeah.
We got a good topic for today. It's cuisine related.
Ooh.
So, quick touch on our sponsors. Queen City Creative Works, thank you so much for your continued partnership/sponsorship. We are currently working with them on a few different projects, so we're excited for that. However, they are an Etsy shop on roids. They're a local family-owned business that is a small business, and they're technically kind of like an Etsy shop on roids, just a little bit better quality, better attention to detail, and they are wonderful human beings. So if you're interested in supporting them, go to queencitycreativeworks.com. They also work with us regarding our branded merchandise. So if you want to help support us and them at the same time, feel free to swing over there, and then you can pick out a multitude of different options that are personalized between coasters, water bottles, bottle openers, etc. So Queen City Creative Works, thank you so much. We appreciate you guys, and looking forward to wrapping up our continued project. And Addies, thank you so much for your logo in the bottom of the screen. As always, love you guys, and excited to thrive through 2023 and 2024. So
is that whiskey that we reviewed behind you?
Yeah.
Can you grab it for me, please?
The green?
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
The Green Monster, Green Lantern. Who was in that? Seth Rogen or something?
Mr. Angus, bro.
I don't think Angus was in this.
What are you talking about?
Who was in Green Lantern? What was that movie with Seth Rogen? Wasn't Seth Rogen in something green?
I don't remember right now.
Do you like Seth Rogen? Is he a fan of yours?
I don't mind Seth Rogen. Isn't he a massive pothead too?
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
With a name like Rogan, I feel like you have to.
All right. Weekly episode topic. Question for you.
Answer for you. Is this a useless fact? Or do we not have useless fact today?
I'll pull up a useless fact. We have a couple different options for a useless fact. Okay?
I don't want to jump right into the episode.
No. Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. In 2012, a scientific study predicted a 39-inch rise in sea level along the North Carolina coast over the next century. It's 100 years. So 39 inches in growth over 100 years. Pause. In response, the state of North Carolina, lawmakers passed a law banning the use of scientific predictions of sea level rise when considering new developments along the coast. Incredible. Just incredible. I'm fine with it.
So, all right. A study comes out that says 39 inches. So for all of y'all, that's a little bit over 3 feet. That's 3.5 feet. Why over 100 years? So what was that first person that said, I'm not building here because the sea level is going to rise? Because clearly this is a reactive thing that the state did, because everyone was like, we can't have any coastal living because the sea level is going to rise. And they're like, yeah, but it's 3.5 feet over the next 100 years.
Correct.
So what do you think that conversation was like? So I'm the lawmaker and you're the person.
I'm a citizen,
Yeah.
or I'm the science person.
You're the citizen that consulted with the science person to come to the government, a.k.a. me, about the rising sea level concerns.
Okay, so I'm coming to you and I'm terrified of my house flooding and being taken away into the ocean.
Yeah, that's correct.
I already know your answer.
What is it? Well, let's role play. Go for it.
Okay. There. There.
I'm super busy. I don't know if you know that, but we're
I don't
very
know,
underpaid.
I don't know why I'm a woman in this situation, but it's fine. Okay. Sir,
Yes.
this institute just did a study. They said 3 feet in 100 years. Okay. I'm a losing beach. What if my basement floods? Okay. What if my crawl space is completely immersed in water and I breathe all of that? What if my house sinks into the ocean?
Well, judging by the look of you, ma'am, you're very unhealthy. You're not going to wait another 100 years before you're gone anyway. So I don't know what you're concerned about.
The government cares more about making money because they specifically said developmental plans. Because they know if they build a hotel on the coast, they're making money from that. And if it's 3 feet over 100 years, you're not losing that much beach. You're
Right.
fine.
Yeah.
3 feet's nothing. You know what I mean? Like, it's literally
over
not.
100. It would
yeah,
be different if it was overnight.
Yeah, it's not a concern. It's not a concern. It's not a concern. At what point is it? I don't know. Maybe overnight. Like 100 years. That's literally someone's lifespan. Specifically, a woman's, not even a man's.
Mm-hmm.
Like, grow up. I'm fine with it. I'm glad that the lawmakers are like, this is dumb. We're not going to lose revenue because they said in 100 years we're going to lose 3 feet of beach. That's obnoxious. Because you know damn well those beaches are massive. You know, you've been to Maine.
Oh, yeah.
You've seen the Atlantic
Massive.
Ocean. Yeah, bro. Like, those beaches are huge. It's fine. It's fine.
Don't we have things that we can put in to, like, stop that, though?
Yeah, you can build walls like what we did in Walls Do Work, another example. Off topic. The Wanaka in Hamburg, Angola, Wilson, New York, and
Are you talking about coastal towns by, like, the lake?
yeah, that have literally built walls due to preventing erosion to save homes, like literal homes, from falling into the lake. Yeah. Like, that's a real problem that's actively happening right now at time of recording.
So,
And it's already being addressed. You have companies like Seven Sin Construction, hashtag not a sponsor, that's doing the work with the Army Corps of Engineers. They're building massive concrete barrier walls, because walls do work, to stop water erosion from occurring, deterring, or, you know, that's taking all the land and the loose soil into it and creating beach, basically, and then homes are falling into the lake because they're losing the lot. Like, that's a real problem.
So do you think eventually we're just going to build taller? Like, the actual land of Earth is just going to be taller than what it is right now? Is that a study that's going on? Like, we're taking soil from the middle of Earth that has no water access, and we're just building up the edges?
Yeah, we're just going to dump a ton of, like, number 2 stone
Yeah.
into the lake and be like, we're building on this now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, basically. Like, at some point, well, that's the problem.
Like, Arizona, you don't need to be at that elevation anymore. You don't need to be at this level of sea level above. We are now taking away your soil and putting it on North Carolina because they're going to raise within 30 feet within the next 100 years.
Or does the U.S. shrink in size? I don't think we can. Like, egotistically, we can't lose land.
No, we'll take land from China or something.
I don't know about that, but yeah, I mean, we're probably going to take it from, like, Canada or Mexico.
Yeah, what's going on with Canada?
I don't know, dude.
They could use
burn
less
it
land.
down.
Yeah, they can't even handle their own land that they have right now. They could use less of it.
To be fair, it's Quebec, so who really cares? Question.
Answer.
What is something you've eaten before that you will never eat again?
Eaten before, probably mussels.
You'll never eat them again?
No, I don't like mussels. I don't like mussels or oysters. The consistency is too mucusy for me.
What about
and I just can't do it.
clams?
Clams, I crush clams. Like,
Okay.
putting some butter with some garlic and hot sauce in, like, a little dish and with the fork and making it like scrambled eggs, but it's with that concoction of goodness.
When we eat
And then you
clams together?
just dunk clams in it. Dude, I used to crush clams. I can destroy a lot of clams in a short period of time.
All right, bleep the name of this establishment.
Nah,
Go ahead.
no.
We have an account. Restaurant Depot.
Oh, we don't got to believe that.
We do.
They're a sponsor of the show.
Bleep them. We can get clams from there. I don't know how fresh it's going to be. Historically, we're not supposed to go there for seafood.
Oh, really?
Hence
Because it's not
bleeping.
fresh?
Hence bleeping. Yes.
Okay.
But might be something we look into. And then we can have a clam night. I mean, I love slamming clam.
How about... Whoa, pause. You like those big clams or you like them a little bit?
We're moving on. We're moving on.
So do you like oysters and mussels and stuff?
I don't mind them, but I like clams more than the other two.
Do
Mussels,
you like clams raw? Do you like going in?
Don't air this.
Do you like this is another Patreon episode. Do you like clams raw though? Like, or do you need to cook them on the grill?
No, I've had both. I prefer them on the grill with butter.
Yeah. And hot sauce?
Yeah, dude, it's
you
so
a hot
good.
sauce gal?
Yeah, hell
Frank's?
yeah. Yeah, dude, what's the other option? So my answer to this question is veal. I'm not a veal guy.
You want to have a nice veal parmigiana?
Yeah, no, not really.
Really?
I'll just have chicken parm.
Dude, veal's good. Why won't you have it? What was your experience?
You want me to be very honest?
Yeah, be honest. We're on a podcast, bro. This isn't for lying.
My mom made veal when I was a kid. Horrendous.
Oh, really?
Worst meal she's ever made ever. Rest in peace, Ma. Which, is her birthday today.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, I think she would have been 60, maybe 59. I don't know. But,
Oh, happy birthday, Mrs. Kelly.
different name. But,
Oh, really?
yeah, she got remarried.
Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah. Ms. Madden.
Well, happy birthday, Mike's mom.
There you go.
There you go.
So, yeah, happy heavenly birthday, Mom. Appreciate you. I guess. I don't know. A lot of therapy. A lot of therapy. But it's, it's, she made veal, didn't work out. I cut it. I wasn't allowed to leave the table until I ate the food, right? So I cut it, I put it in my mouth, and I swallowed it with milk. Yeah.
Well, that's where your bad experience came
No.
from. You don't have that with milk.
No. The veal was horrendous. I literally had to just get it down. The milk tasted better than the veal. And yes, I had milk when I was a child with my dinner because what else are you going to drink? You know what I mean? So, like...
Right, yeah. Milk's an appropriate food to have, but I don't know if you just let it slide down your gullet easier with 2%.
Bro, it was so bad. It was so bad. It was so bad. My sister's 3 years older than me, okay? We're in our 30s. We still talk about how bad that dinner was.
Really?
Horrible, bro.
So is that the only... That's funny, because is there other dinners that you remember having as a kid that you won't touch now? Like even
liver and onions. That's the only other one. But if I'm in a store, if I'm in a meat market, it just happened. I just went to Sloan. Fantastic establishment. If you go...
Not a
if you're in the
sponsor.
areas... Yeah, not a, please be.
Camillo's.
Yeah, Camillo's Sloan Meat Market, okay? You go there, doing good things.
They'll hook you up.
Yeah, it's...
Like 75 pounds of crab legs for like a nickel and a half. Sick.
They sell veal. I looked at it. I read veal, and I'm like, because of how bad that meal was with my ma.
Really?
Like, I can't eat it. I can't eat it.
See, my two are... I remember these very, very vividly. Tom's mom, my Aunt Lisa, she used to make buttered noodles.
You call her aunt?
Yeah, obviously. I grew up with him.
I understand that, but like that's...
Yeah, I sucked on his toe when we were younger. That was a weird conversation, but I did.
We'll talk about that later.
It was when we were 15. No, what? His mom used to make buttered noodles, and I guess that they had a thing that they loved to do together, and they like made these crispy, and they were called crispy butter noodles. And being an Italian, I couldn't do crispy noodles. I don't do crispy buttered noodles. I need al dente pasta.
Okay.
I can't do crispy noodles.
Okay, this is a very Italian conversation. I'm going to play a video that I took. I don't know if I sent this to you. I left Sloan Meat Market. Name?
Camillo's.
I'm in my car. I just loaded my meat purchase. Okay? Rack of ribs, 5 pounds of chicken breast, and then I got some other things. Okay? I recorded this video and I sent it to another Italian who laughed unbelievably hard at this. I want to get your live reaction.
Oh, Jesus.
And it won't get shut down because it's not something off Spotify. This is my own voice from my own cell phone, my own recording. Thoughts on this meat market experience? This is what you're supposed to do, correct? Listen to this.
Gabagool Chronicles 4-2. Walk into a meat market. Buy things you don't need with extreme confidence. Show a little ass crack as you're loading it into your vehicle. Drive away sweating.
Oh, my God.
Is that not every meat market experience ever?
That's very true.
Yeah, that's the
Pretty
Gabagool's
accurate.
Chronicle. That's what it is. Yeah, I mean, that's... That's what you do when you go to a meat market.
Show a little ass crack.
100%. You're like a plumber. You're loading your meat into the trunk. Little ass crack is showing in your shorts. That's how it goes. That's what it is. I walked into that place. I bought things I don't need. I bought a kebab. I don't need a kebab. I grilled it. It was amazing. I bought a kebab, right? Like, I'm buying things with utterly extreme confidence. And I asked her, the woman behind the counter, she was wonderful. And I look at it, I was like, marinated and non-marinated. And she goes, just get them non-marinated. It's fine. And I was like, okay, how much is it? And she goes, they're $10 a stick. I was like, what's on it? She's like, a pound of steak. Pound of steak, $10. Pepper, onion. It's all on there with the stick. All you got to do is remove it from the package and put it on the grill.
Right. Yeah, kebabs are awesome.
How do you say no?
Right.
I ring it up. I'm standing there extreme confidence. I'm like, I'll take a kebab. I'll take a pound of breakfast sausage. I'm just buying things I don't need. And she goes, do you want the maple or do you want the spicy Italian sausage, breakfast sausage? I'm like, give me the maple. Give me
you didn't go the spicy Italian?
No, I got them. It was a maple syrup. It was amazing.
Do you like that spicy Italian sausage?
Yeah, I don't mind it, but like the maple was great, especially with some eggs. You cut it up.
Oh, for breakfast for sure.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I got it for, and then I got 5 pounds of chicken breasts. I mean, you can't.
You can get like surf and turf there for like $20.
Dude, I bought so much meat for $50. I bought an entire rack of ribs for $12. And I crushed it. I grilled it for...
Sloan has to be on.
I grilled it
Camillo's
for...
has to be on.
The Camillo's got to be. I grilled it for 3.5 hours. It was the greatest thing I ever made.
Yeah.
And then I went to Wegmans and I bought a little piece of cornbread and some coleslaw.
How are they able to make the prices so cheap?
Who cares? Don't change. It was amazing. It
I
was
used to
amazing.
buy fish from there all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
We got to go there together.
Hell yeah.
I mean, it's just, you go there and you're looking at the case and they're like, what do you need? And you tell them, you stroke the nose. There's no reason for that. I'm from South Buffalo.
Yeah. They're like, let me go in the back and see what we got.
My name's Juice. That's a blank Jack reference for anyone that loves Disney. I know you're a Nickelodeon fan on that side, but it's fine. Grow up. Oh, my goodness. There's nothing like a good Disney reference.
So is there another meal that you won't ever have? Because the only other thing that my mom butchered is she used to make chicken, and my sister and I still talk about this because she thought that you put on chicken $4.50 for 40 minutes. Yeah. And bro, that shit came out like newspaper. Yeah. It was like it was flaky in all
dry.
the wrong reasons.
It was so dry.
It was so flaky because there was no moisture to hold it together. So it was like you were gnawing on a piece of leather that has been weathered for years.
Yep. I had actually on my dad's side, so he overcooked. I think it was burgers, bro. They were hockey pucks.
Dude, it's
I'm
so
like,
bad.
Dude, what is
for the
wrong?
longest
Who
time,
hurt you?
For the longest time, Gina will still make fun of me. I'm like, I can't have chicken multiple days in a row because that's what my mom made me, and it was like literal loaves of something I couldn't consume. Yeah. So I can't have chicken for 3 days in a row, or else I go back into a traumatic cycle where I can't live anymore.
Yeah.
I need turkey or beef or something.
Right.
Give me something. Yeah, those crispy buttered noodles and chicken, just like plain chicken, were the worst. But were there foods that your mom or your dad made when you were younger that you still make today because you love? Like, what are some of those home-cooked meals that you immediately associate with your mom?
Potatoes on the grill.
Oh, there you go.
Like, they're kind of like cubed, and they're not hash browns, but they're grilled potatoes, and they're on the grill. And it's a specific marinade. It's a specific spice blend. Miska.
Yep.
That's what gets me sweating. That makes my palms sweat. Hearing about those. I just, those potatoes on the grill. I
throw
can't.
a little rosemary in there too?
Yep. I just can't. Those instantly remind me of her house. And I know I'm going to get a text as soon as this airs from my sister when she sees this, because she knows exactly what I'm talking about. But those grilled potatoes that my stepdad made specifically, God bless him. He's a great man. He's a good cook.
Mine was meatloaf. My mom used to make a mad meatloaf.
What about
Because she
O'Brien's
used to put-
potatoes?
My mom used to put like oatmeal packets and ketchup in with the meatloaf. I don't know if that's like normal.
No,
but
absolutely
that's
not.
That's what I always remember. Like nice cinnamon oatmeal packets and
In
ketchup.
meatloaf?
Yeah, dude, it was so good. I can't even explain to you how good that was, which is probably why I'm pre-diabetic. Not kidding. Actually, just kidding, but probably not kidding.
It's oatmeal. You're fine.
But still, that was a lot of stuff like in Quaker oatmeal that shouldn't be in Quaker.
what about
oatmeal.
O'Brien's potatoes? What about
Oh,
chili?
Yeah, I mean, I used to slap O'Brien's potatoes, but that doesn't remind me of my mom. That just reminds me of childhood. Like, just a solid, nice meatloaf was like my mom's go-to. Like, if she was ever on Chopped, she would be like, Bobby Flavor making meatloaf.
Holster meat, personal pan pizzas, and chicken fingers.
Oh, we were a Stouffer's household.
You were
We did
Stouffer's?
Stouffer's pan pizza.
We were a
Used to
Holster's household.
Burn your entire mouth off. First bite, it was like lava, dude. Your whole roof of your mouth would be in like completely destroyed.
I was 9 years old and I knew how to operate the oven. I'm making personal pan pizzas
Were
and
you
chicken
in Germany
fingers.
or something? What?
No. My mom was getting wasted at the VFW, so I was home alone with my sister for hours making our own dinner. That's how we grew up. So, yeah, Holster's Meats, shout out. They need to be on too.
Stouffer's French bread pizza was so good. It came in like a little boat.
And then we
was
would have
dope.
Schwan Man ice cream afterwards.
Hell yeah.
You can't beat the Schwan Man.
But like when you have you have a kid now and that's gonna grow up to eat food like that. Are you going back to those roots or are you gonna make your own memories?
Own memories, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Healthier memories?
Probably. Well, that's the thing. Kids are picky. So
Are they though or do
they are. No, they
Yeah.
are. I have a lot of friends that are unbelievably health conscious, and they've made the vow. They're like, my kid's not gonna eat this nonsense. That's the only thing their kid eats.
I feel like that's
you-
learned though.
Well, no. Like, they just straight up won't eat at a certain age, like age range. Once they get to another older age range, that's when you start incorporating like the healthy foods and get them out of the processed stuff. But like, dude, there's legitimate days where, they're not even 6 yet, like early years, and they're like, I just want chicken nuggets, and you're going to McDonald's and getting chicken nuggets.
But how do they get chicken nuggets in the first place though?
Will you cave and say yes?
Right.
Like, I'm sure there's a way to do it, but like that's all the kid's gonna eat. So when you have a kid at that age range, your perspective is gonna change. I'm gonna beat you to it, so I'm gonna let you know. We'll revisit this topic later because my kid is 18 days old.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like when we get to that point, we'll talk about it. Our kids are growing up together, so who cares?
Correct. They're gonna have their own podcast.
Bro, she's gaining weight in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's getting fat. I love it. That's what she needs. I need her to drink that wolf milk.
What would be
I
that
want-
baby's podcast called?
I want the rolls. What?
What would be the baby podcast called?
What are you talking about?
Like when our kids have podcasts, like they're going and are like going back to our original conversation.
They're
of last
they're
week when
gonna come
famous.
up. They're gonna come up with the name, and we're gonna approve it.
And then we're gonna produce it.
Probably. They don't know what to do.
We don't know what to do.
I mean, fair, but like they literally don't know what to do. We got it.
Is there actually like a kid podcast out there? I'm sure there has to be, right?
Let me check really quick.
I need to get on this now. Gino, what are you doing after dinner? We need to get on. We need to get on this now. We got to fit a certain market. I don't know if there's like a kid podcast. Like there is that one kid on YouTube that's making like billions of dollars because he unwraps Legos or some shit like that. So I feel like a kid podcast in an untapped market.
There is.
Is there?
Yeah, there's multiple.
I don't hear about that. Maybe because I'm not a kid. Like who's the number one kid podcast right
There's
now?
23 best kids podcasts. This is by timeout.com.
I feel like it's just older people talking about like kid things though.
Wow in the World is a goofball science podcast.
Yeah, but that's probably like some creepy chemistry teacher talking about like normal like kid stuff. Like that's not what I want. I want like 5-year-olds that are doing podcasts together.
I understand. It's a jam-packed with comedy and information hosted by Mindy and Klutz, or a Klutz with a time machine, and Guy, her uptight foil Wow in the World, take on serious scientific inquiries and makes learning fun even for parents.
Yeah, that sounds dumb as fuck. Like my kid's not listening to that.
I don't know what to tell you.
Like I want like 5-year-olds during their own podcast. Like they're talking and they're not making any sense. Like how kids don't make sense. Like I want that type of comedy. because that would be funny. If dogs could talk, Sam and Cleo would have their own podcast.
Yeah.
Right? Like, we would make them. We would have them sit in this chair and be like, talk to each other.
Yeah, I just we'll see what happens. We'll see when
With
you have
Cleo
a kid.
and Sam or kids?
No, kids.
okay.
Yeah.
Do you think
kids.
podcasting will be around in like 6 years, though?
Yes.
You sure?
Yes. Podcasts are going to eventually take over. I mean, dude, podcasts is a main source of information. It's going to take over like 24-hour news cycles. It is. Like, eventually, we're not going to be wearing headphones. We're going to have a setup that is conducive enough that we're just going to be sitting here like this. Like, it's going to be, we're not even going to have these. We're just going to be talking. And the audio is going to be, sound enough that we don't need all of the equipment.
Is that podcasting, though?
Yes.
Like, what is
It's
podcast?
still,
What's
well,
the
that's the
definition
thing.
of
Like,
podcasts?
I think that's what moves it from a podcast to a show. And I think that's what we're morphing into now with our current setup. I mean, go to the third camera angle. Like, we got these leather chairs, our quads,
I look
mean,
like a
we're-
friggin' birdcage chested dude because my legs are together because I'm trying to keep this thing still recording.
Oh, no, you're fine. But
I look
that's-
like I got bad arches,
Well, no, you're fine. You don't pronate. So, like, that's the thing. We're moving into that progression where it's now a show. It's not necessarily a podcast. And that's fine.
Is
I
it?
think that's the way of the world. Yeah, absolutely.
But then eventually, wouldn't our show be like on TV, and then we would just be a TV show, and
Well,
not
look
a podcast anymore?
Look at the Pat McAfee show. It's on YouTube.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
that's not considered a podcast anymore?
It's a show. Well, it was a show. It was always a show. It was literally the Pat
That's
McAfee
what I'm
show.
saying. So our podcasts are going to exist, or are we just going
Yeah.
to be all shows?
I'm fine with it being a
What's
show.
the definition of a podcast? Can you look that up real quick?
Yeah. I'm curious. Definition of a podcast: a digital audio file made available on the internet for downloading to a computer or mobile device, typically available as a series. So, a digital audio file
So Pat
made
McAfee.
available on the internet.
So we're technically
We're
already
a show.
not a podcast.
Correct. We're a show because we're video.
Oh. Well, welcome back to the Buffalo Happy Hour show. It just sounded weird.
I'm fine with it.
Are you?
Everybody, we're growing, we're expanding. We will see you next week to continue the insanity. Thank you so much for your continued partnership / sponsorship to all the sponsors and the Patreon members.
Oh, no. This little cord's in the view here. I didn't even notice that. We got to get a
No.
bigger cord.
It's fine.
What's up?
It's fine.
Thank you all.
We will see you all next week. We are growing, learning, and expanding as we move through these weekly episodes. Obviously, your support is just going to enhance your experience. So thank you all. We appreciate it. We will see you next week. Derek, take us out.
Please remember to always drink responsibly, be a good person. And Michael,
Do not litter.
we're out.